Hi, I'm Whitney, and as a love coach and certified life coach, I help empower women to love themselves, love their lives, and have lasting love. And here's my 1 minute love tip. If you're feeling lonely and would like to have someone to love, don't give up on dating. I know it's gotten harder. You go online and it seems to be all scammers and ghosting, but that's not entirely true. There are still tons of men and women out there just like you who are looking for love. Your soulmate is not going to magically appear in your living room while you're Netflix and chilling by yourself. So if you want love, get out there and look for it. Be open and receptive. If you could use help in this area, watch the Heart Hunters Love Coaching show every Tuesday at 11 a.m. Eastern, or better yet, contact me directly to schedule your love life strategy session. Because everyone, including you, deserves to love yourself, love your life, and have lasting love.
Baby, can we still shine? Tell me that we'll be fine. Always live in love. What if they alright? Still shine. Tell me that we'll be fine. Always live in love. What if they alright? Baby, can we still shine? Tell me that we'll be fine. Always.
Hello, I'm Whitney Kobrin, and welcome to another episode of Heart Hunters, where we talk about all things related to love, dating, and relationships. As a love coach and certified life coach, I help women to be empowered to love themselves, love their lives, and have lasting love. Today, we're going to be talking about the pandemic of loneliness. Ever since the lockdown started in March of 2020, we experienced a new era of isolation, social distancing, and masks. And all of a sudden, it was like a magnifying glass was put on our lives and our relationships. For some people who were happy at home with their families, they suddenly had less on the calendar and had more time to spend with their loved ones and more quality time. But for others, many of whom live alone and were already feeling some loneliness, it was like a magnifying glass enhanced that loneliness. And so, for anyone that is feeling that way, I want to offer you a few tips that you can take, action steps that you can take to overcome this pandemic of loneliness. The first is to stop thinking that everyone else has it better than you. Loneliness is often exacerbated by this perception that while you're lonely, everyone else is feeling connected. So don't go on social media and look at everyone else's happy pictures and let yourself feel jealous and depressed. First of all, that's only a snapshot of their life, and you don't really know what else is going on. And also, as a society, we've already been going down this path of becoming more isolated. For instance, instead of popping in to see a friend or having a nice long phone conversation with them, we often just check their social media account and give them a like. But that is such a hollow substitute for real connection. And as we grow more distant, this loneliness can really take a toll on our mental health. And it's important to note that comparison is the thief of joy. Don't focus on what other people have. Try to be grateful for what you have and where you are, which leads me to tip number 2, which is to make an effort to connect. I know that a lot of people, when they feel lonely, they often feel sad and they lose motivation to do things and they lose motivation to connect with others. But in reality, it's exactly what we need. Human beings are tribal creatures, and we evolved to be a part of a group. Our survival was dependent on being close, working together, and each of us having a specific role where we're able to make our own individual contribution. And in this modern world, we're able to survive by ourselves, but as many people have been noticing during this pandemic, it's not enjoyable and it doesn't feed our well-being because deep down we still have this intense primal desire to feel a sense of belonging in a group. So please make an effort to connect with people. And stop waiting for everyone else to reach out to you when you could be that person for someone else. And then tip number 3 is don't give up on dating. I know a lot of people right now are really jaded, or they've just taken such a long break from dating that they don't know how to jump back in. I know when the lockdown started, there was a massive halt in dating. People were afraid to get within 6 feet of a stranger. What do you expect? And meanwhile, the usage of online dating apps increased tremendously. So connections were happening, but they were often shallow. And as a result of this halt in dating, marriage rates have dropped between 10 and 20% across the US, which makes sense if you think about not only did people halt in dating significantly, but those that wanted to get married probably didn't want to have masks and face masks in their wedding photos for the rest of their lives. But if you believe that dating has become impossible post-pandemic, if you think it's all scammers and losers, I encourage you not to hold this limiting belief, because if you think it's impossible, that's exactly how it will be for you. But in reality, there are hundreds of thousands of men and women just like you who are feeling lonely themselves and are looking for love. And whether you like it or not, online dating is here to stay, and it's a totally viable way for people to meet. But your mindset is crucial. So you can still meet people in person if you're going out, but online has really become the number one way to meet people. So if you want to have a partner, if you want to feel loved and cherished and appreciated and seen, then I encourage you to go out and look for them. Be open, be receptive, talk to people, get out of your isolated bubble. Your soulmate is not going to magically appear in your living room while you're next Netflix and chilling by yourself. It does require some effort to date and to be open. And if dating scares you, there's plenty of coaches out there like myself who specialize in helping people date with intention and make real connections and have fun in the process. So if you're feeling lonely, I hope this advice will be helpful to you. And although we're in a time right now of increased stress, adversity, and loneliness, there is hope. We are more resilient than we think. We have this power to fight through the adversity and bounce back even stronger. So I would just want to encourage you and empower you so that you know that you have the power to build a tribe of your own, to get back out there and connect with your loved ones or meet new people and get that feeling of belonging back. So what do you think? Does any of this resonate with you? You can watch my Heart Hunters Love Coaching program live every week on Tuesdays at 11 a.m. Eastern on the Phoenix National Network or on my website, whitneylovecoach.com. My guests and I will be discussing all sorts of juicy topics related to love, dating, and relationships, things like self-love, communication tips, embodiment, masculine-feminine polarity. So go ahead and put a reminder in your phone to watch every Tuesday at 11 a.m. Eastern. And if you're struggling with love, I invite you to apply for a love life strategy session with me. It's so easy. Just call the number that you see on the screen or send me a text or visit my website, whitneylovecoach.com, because everyone, including you, deserves to love yourself, love your life, and have lasting love. Take care.